Hi guys, I'm Isaiah and this is Elijah.
Hello.
We had another video slotted for this, but we actually didn't think it'd take as long as it did. So we told everybody we're going to have something up on Monday. And by golly, we'll have something up on Monday. So we posted a few questions on Snapchat. Not posted, we asked for questions. On Snapchat and Instagram. And a gracious few of you actually asked us some questions. So let me refer to my high-tech next generation gadget tablet. One question from my buddy was how to build confidence. Well, I don't think anybody's ever really confident. He's looking at me like that because he was supposed to read that one, but don't worry, bud, I'll read them all.
Sounds good. Fine with me, man.
Now I'll give you a few. But the way to build confidence is I don't think anybody's ever really confident. Like, I've been told I carry myself with confidence, but there are days where I don't feel very confident. To be honest, it's kind of weird talking to a camera about confidence. And then talking to a camera is kind of harder to talk than to talk to a person.
And my answer to that question would be, people who often come off as very confident are very insecure about themselves and they don't show it. Confidence is just about how you carry yourself, because a lot of being confident has to do with, you're overthinking things like how you look, what you're doing, or how you're doing it. Just believe in yourself. That's a good way to, start being more confident in yourself, is do things that you're good at and try new things. And if things that you're not very good at, give it another try. What else you got?
Well, one thing with confidence is when you're sure of yourself. And cockiness is whenever you're unsure of others. And you're worried about what they think of you. So you kind of try to download what you think of yourself into their brain, trying to prove it to them almost. But I've been called cocky before, and I don't think I'm a very confident person. So I think if you are being called cocky, you're probably doing something right. Back to the gadget.
Okay. So what/who motivates you?
There's a couple people that motivate me. One of them, probably the person that inspires me the most, probably John Lennon. He was very Renaissance man. He was very Renaissance man. That makes a lot of sense, huh? He was a Renaissance man. Same thing, Childish Gambino, Tyler, the Creator. There's so many people that inspire me. A weird one that a lot of people wouldn't guess off the top of their heads is Christian Guzman. He really built something up from nothing, but there's a wide range of people who inspire me in different ways. Rosa Parks. I can agree. That one? That was left field, right?
I can agree that there are a lot of people who inspire me, but I'm going to take this a little close to home with who inspires me. And I'm going to say that my grandpa Warren, actually inspires me a lot, because when he was 5 years old, he lost his mom, his sister, his brother, and his father. He lost his whole family in a car accident. Wasn't very wealthy growing up. Grew up in Las Vegas, New Mexico. Started working as soon as he was 18. He got married when he was either 19 or 20. He had 4 kids. He lost his youngest son. And every day I see him, I notice that he carries himself strong. He's always strong in situations. He's been through a lot in his entire life, but he's never given up. And he came up from nothing. So it really proves that you can come from the worst situations and make good things come out of them.
Well, since we're going close to home, I'd have to say my Pompo, my great-grandpa. If you go to Moriarty...
Mine too. That's mine too, by the way.
You go to Moriarty, you know who that is. Shouts out Moriarty High School. Building's named after him.
Joe Willie Chavez.
But that's a perfect example of confidence, is he found something he was good at and he excelled at it. And then he saw stuff he sucked at and he got better at it. And I think that's what builds confidence the most. Back to the gadget. What language would you learn if you could choose any language? Besides Spanish. I'm going to go with Klingon or French.
Klingon.
Klingon's from Star Trek. Never said it had to be reality.
Are you serious?
No one ever said it had to be reality.
I think a cool language to learn would probably be... I want to go something totally random. Let's just say Japanese, maybe. Definitely something Middle Eastern. That'd be kind of cool.
Be careful with that. There's only 1 out of 3 of those in the world. That's the gadget.
Oh my god. Yeah, such a cool thing, huh? What profession, career, hobby would you like to do in your future? I'm currently going to school right now to become a nurse. I'm going for my bachelor's degree in nursing, and some of the hobbies I want to carry along with me would probably be weightlifting. I'd be cool getting into scuba diving. I feel like that'd be a lot of fun. But I also want to travel the world. I want to meet different cultures. I want to experience different cultures and see the way they view life. What about you?
You're doing scuba diving. You gotta move to Florida, man. There's hurricanes over there. I ain't gonna be no scuba diver. I don't think so.
I'd love to scuba dive. I
What
think that'd be so much fun.
I think my profession and career would have to be very entrepreneur based. I was looking into starting a company last year, and I still really want to do it. But there's a lot of factors that I didn't take into consideration that I'm working on right now. For example, I had to undergo a logo change. So I'm still working on that. I'm hoping to have it running at least by the end of the summer. At least have shirts, you know? I feel like I've been talking about this so long. Everybody's like, Isaiah's never going to do it. I am going to do it. It's just taking a little bit longer. My favorite music artist. Thank you, Gadget.
Oh my gosh, I love about the gadget.
You guys want to hear the talking feature? I can activate that too. My favorite music artist, all time would have to be the Beatles. The Beatles.
The Beatles.
They're
guys.
very exclusive and hipster. I only listen to them. You guys haven't heard them. The Beatles. And my current favorite music artist would have to be Travis Scott, Trippie Redd, Tyler Creator, Childish Gambino. And one that's really making his way up there that I've been listening to a lot lately. You guys probably haven't heard of him.
Evander Grimm.
Evander Grimm. I love Evander Grimm.
Yeah, I like his music too.
Who's
We
yours?
saw him at Trippie Redd's concert in El Rey Theater. That was a lot of fun. Trippie Redd definitely be one of my favorite artists right now. I actually like Chance the Rapper a lot too. Head Rush affiliations. Nobody knows them, but it's okay. Oh no. I mean, it's been a while since they released their album, but if you don't know, my dad was a artist for a while, and he put out a whole album with, his crew, and it was actually very good. And who else would I say is my
Look,
favorite
there's
artist?
confidence right there for you again. Hold on, put the gadget down. Confidence for you there, right there again, because now he's a DJ. So
True, he does DJ at radio stations called Famous Hip Hop Radio.
you'll never know where confidence can take you. You really don't. You gotta fake it till you make it.
And he does something he loves, every Friday night he's doing something that he loves, he's very passionate about. It's not like he's, a world famous DJ who's making bank right now. He's just doing what he loves because he's confident in what he loves. And he found a way to do what he loves through being confident in what he loves. If you guys understand what I'm saying.
I'm actually jumping back to a question because I forgot to elaborate on it. I'd love to start a program for boys in poverty because I've seen a lot of my friends that I grew up weightlifting and skateboarding with get hooked on drugs, and that's because they all didn't see a way out. Because it's very hard to do what you love to do and make a living out of it. And I would love to make make a way for them to be able to do what they love. Give them opportunities otherwise they wouldn't see.
Give them a chance when nothing else in the world will give them one.
Yeah, like if you want to be a singer and then you end up a garbage man, or you go to school and you end up doing something that you didn't even want to do in the first place. I think that's what a lot of people's misery comes from, is that they don't get to do what they love. Now, how has my childhood and upbringing shaped me into who I am today? Whenever I was growing up, I was skateboarding a lot. I liked a lot of the stuff that the other kids didn't, like video games and like superheroes before they were popular and stuff, and like Harry Potter. I was in all like the nerdy stuff. But whenever I got into skateboarding, I think that's the biggest contribution I have into who I am today. Because skateboarding taught me that however great or successful you want to be at something you want to do, it relies on you. It doesn't rely on anybody else. And I think that's what makes it such a unique sport, is there's so many sports where the success of the team like revolves around multiple players. And a lot of times in life, you find yourself by yourself, and then it rides on you. Like, who's going to pay your bills? Not the team. gotta do it yourself.
Yeah, I've got to say though, my childhood, I started when I was about 10 to 11 years old playing sports. I started with baseball, transitioned into football. I tried out for the basketball team, didn't make it. It's all good. I got into wrestling. Wrestling taught me, countless lessons from hard work to dedication, to realizing that nothing is ever going to be perfect your first time. It's going to take work, and you're going to have to constantly keep fighting. Because basically in a wrestling match, it's you and the other person. There's nobody else out there besides your coach all the way in the corner, which you can't even hear. So every mistake that's made is, it's on you. For football, it's a team mind state. You've got yourself and 10 other people who got your back on the field at that point. And, throughout all the sports I've played and my childhood, one of the most important things that I was taught was respect. And respect is treating others the way you want to be treated.
So, you notice something with the wrestling, bodybuilding, and skateboarding, they all take into the same idea that success relies on you. I think that's one of the best things I pulled out of my childhood because it's taught me to be persistent. It's taught me to be stubborn in the things that I want. Very pit bull mentality.
Independent. To be very independent. You don't need to rely on others. You need to learn how to rely on yourself. You need to know that you can make it through any situation you put yourself into or get into.
I'm a young single black male. I don't need no man.
Oh my god. Okay, so this will be our last question of the video. What will your channel be about? Okay, I'll start it off then.
Why do you look at me to start it off? You read the question. Let's go.
Okay. So, this is what I thought of is that when you go on YouTube, you see a gamer's video game channel. What do you see? Video games, bodybuilders, bodybuilding. Our channel is going to be something different, something new. We want to make it different every time. It's not just going to be weightlifting videos. It's not just going to be, videos like this of us talking because, let's face it, that's not that entertaining anyway. But it's just going to be something different every time. That's what we hope to do. We hope to keep you guys entertained. We want to, bring new viewers in and we want them to feel welcome. And what else?
Well, the biggest thing with it is not only do we want to keep you entertained, we want to keep ourselves entertained as well. So
give us something to do,
So we have skateboarding, we have music, we have video games, make music, I skateboard. I want to show you guys different aspects of life because your life is not about weightlifting and counting macros all the time. And you got to remember, you're the only person that has to live with yourself. And there's 3 things guaranteed in life: death, taxes, and me entertaining myself. All right?
All right. So that's going to be the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If it was too boring, let us know. But like, subscribe, turn on the post notifications, and we'll see you guys next time.
You guys can think it's boring. I don't think it's boring. Bye.
Bye.